Hello friends, and welcome to what I think will be the final video on the Katey Flowers channel. After 8 years of making content for this channel and being a part of the tarot community, I'm ready to say goodbye. This is something I almost did 2 years ago, but I wasn't quite ready to let go of this space, this community that I've cultivated and that we've created together over so many years. But now I am ready, and I feel like I've sort of just been building to this conclusion for a little while now. And maybe after the month that I had in April with so much death and loss in my life. So I know there are many of you who are still watching who have been here for years. And I can't tell you how much that has meant to me. Having a space where I could share what I cared about and to talk to you and to share ideas. It's been one of the greatest joys of my life, and I mean that sincerely. When I started YouTube back in 2014, I was a completely different person. I'd just come out of hospital for the last time. I was still severely unwell. I was still in really intensive weekly therapy. I was going through a lot still, and I feel like this channel really helped me discover myself again, to discover my voice, to make a space where I felt like I could talk about things that I care about, that I could share things that mattered to me, that I could share of myself, and that I could figure out who I was through that, through the sharing. Because this was at a time where, yes, I was unwell, but I was also fairly isolated. I didn't have a lot of friends. Obviously, I had my family, I had Blair, I had the dogs, but that was kind of my whole world. And this channel and you opened up my world. And I realized through this experience how much bigger and brighter it was. And I realized how much bigger and brighter I could be too. I know I've shared before, but in case you haven't heard it, the name Katey Flowers came from an old blog that I had that I started when I was in hospital. It's not live anymore, so don't go looking for it. But I called it Ebbs and Flowers, and that was a play on the saying ebbs and flows, with the idea of, the ebbs and flows of bipolar disorder and how turbulent they can be. But I wanted to find a way that through that I could learn to grow and to flourish. And I feel like through this channel, that's exactly what I've done. And I can't tell you how grateful I am for that. But I also feel like I'm ready to let go of this. I'm ready to let go of Katey Flowers. Don't get me wrong, this is still a hard and emotional thing for me to do. Katey Flowers will always mean so much to me. Like 8 years, spending 8 years of your life on something, it matters. It means something. But in the last year or so, and especially in the last couple of months, I've just felt like ultimately my passion is not in making tarot content anymore. I just don't feel like I have a whole lot more to say or to give to this community. I still love making videos, but whenever I sit down to think about what content I want to be making, it's always book stuff. It's always book related. And obviously, I'm a bookseller. I've been a bookseller for years now. I've been an avid reader for a long time too. Books and reading, it's just such a massive part of my life. And I hope with this new job that I've got, it feels like it's now going to be a career too. This YouTube channel was never set up to become a career for me. Obviously it was nice when I could get compensated for some of my time, but it never got to a point where I could even consider quitting my job, or that it was, compensating me for the amount of time I was spending on it. That was never the goal. I did it because I loved it and because I had something to say. And I don't feel that way anymore. I am so proud of so many things that I've done here on this channel, from my therapeutic tarot series that I started back in 2015 or 2016, I think, exploring the different ways that I use tarot, literally use tarot as a tool for mental well-being, and sharing those skills and techniques with you. To more recently, my Tarot and Practice vlog series, where I demonstrate actively working with tarot and doing readings for myself and how I incorporate tarot into my everyday life. And also of having some really important conversations on this channel. The ones that I'm most proud of usually center around mental health discrimination and stigma, and representation in this community and the wider world. I'm really, really genuinely proud of this channel and of everything that I and we have done together. And I am really sad to let it go, but I also just feel in my heart that it's right. Thank you so much for being on this journey with me. I hope you've enjoyed the ride as much as I have. And while I will be leaving Katey Flowers, I don't intend on deleting or removing this channel at this point. I'm going to leave the content up for you because I know there's plenty of people who love to go back to particular videos. I hope they can continue being useful or interesting or entertaining for you for many years to come. But as for where I'm going and what I'm going to be focusing on, it's life in general and my job at the bookshop that I love, and on my family and on my booktube channel. It's just a small little community over there, and I'm just having so much fun just talking about books and hanging out. So if you want to follow me over there, if you want to keep up with me, or if you just love reading or hearing me talk about reading, that's where I'll be. You can find the link in the description box below. And over on that channel, I'm going to be going by my actual name, Katey Bellew, because that just feels right. It feels like the right next step from Katey Flowers, someone that I always wanted to be and felt like I needed to learn to be. And now I feel like I can just be me. Thank you for sharing this space with me for the last 8 years. It's been a privilege. It's been a joy. It's been a ride. It's been a time. I am really going to miss Katey Flowers, and I'm really going to miss this space that we've created together. But I hope you understand that I just feel like this is the right thing for me to do, my right next step. I feel like if I sit here any longer, I'm just going to keep saying thank you and keep crying. So instead, I'm just going to wrap up this how I always end my videos, except for this time, it will be for the last time. So thank you so much, and much love. Bye.